Passionate Healthcare Providers Educational Series.
Atomy creates and distributes high-quality products. Things we all use every day, such as shampoo, conditioner, soap, toothpaste and toothbrushes, beauty items, cosmetics, health supplements, and much more. And Atomy is committed to bringing these prestige luxury items to the mass market. This strategy is known as mastige. And Atomy's concept is to enable consumers to swap brands. Atomy has an ethos of absolute quality, absolute price. It means Atomy is dedicated to ensuring its products are of a quality that is unmatchable for the price customers pay. And it's so simple to switch brand when what's on offer is unbeatable in quality and price. Remember that. Absolute quality, absolute price. Quality that is as good as, if not better, than designer brands at a fraction of the price. Atomy is an online shop or shopping mall. And hey, it's free and easy to join and set up an account. Yes, free to join. And once registered as a member, you have exclusive access to the Atomy product range. Here's the really good part. Buying from Atomy gives you points, known as personal point value, or to keep it really short, PPV. Each product has its own PV. Your PPV accumulates and never expires. You only have to make one purchase a year, no matter how small, to keep your account active. And that's no problem, because you love Atomy's absolute quality and absolute price, right? It gets better. You share Atomy's secret with others, they become members, and when they shop, you all earn PV. And what does PV mean? Cash, paid to you as commission. This is a new age of retail. Atomy puts the consumers first and rewards them for their loyalty. Although some members simply choose to shop for their own personal needs, many decide to develop their membership into full-time, lucrative businesses. Let's look at how this works in a little more detail. Let's say you recommend Atomy to your cousin, Jane, because you love using Atomy products so much. You become Jane's sponsor and give her your ID to enable her to register as an Atomy member. Jane is then automatically registered under your A market, your left leg. Then you recommend to your friend Adam, and he becomes registered in your B market, your right leg. Adam could be in Canada or China. Atomy membership is global. You, or Jane, or Adam can then sponsor more members to join your left or right leg, your A or B markets. They are added down the line, and they don't need to live in your country either. Everyone in each of your market legs generates PV. Remember that? Point value? You have your own PV, and every day your market legs generate group PV. As soon as your own PV exceeds 10,000, earned from purchasing one Atomy shampoo or face wash, for example, and each of your market legs exceeds 300,000 each month, you earn commission. Everyone in each of your market legs who qualifies becomes eligible to receive the same amount of commission. The larger your markets and the greater the collective PV, the higher the commission will be. And it's worth noting, keeping your market legs equally balanced is important. Group PV is calculated on the leg with the smaller PV volume. This is part of the secret of success with Atomy. Hard work is never wasted. And it doesn't stop there. As your network grows, so does your regular collective PV. And the hard work invested takes you higher up the ranks of mastership, which comes with life-changing bonuses. You can cherish the spirit of Atomy through its products of absolute quality and absolute price. You can share the good news and reap great rewards by doing so. You may have discovered Atomy compensation videos on YouTube or Channel Atomy already. More details about how it works is freely available. And Atomy's Success Academies and seminars will provide regular, inspiring support to members, and prospective members too.
My microphone is mute. Okay, all right. Okay, we always want to give you a little overview on what Atomy is all about. You know, just in case you have any questions on the overview, you know, we'll be there to answer you on the overview. So we have a special testimony on this evening. I was looking for Rosalie. Is Rosalie available to give her testimony? You know, see, I'm looking on the board. I don't see her. Okay, all right. So, all right, Rosalie is not here to give her testimony. So I'm going to ask one of the other leaders for a testimony. As a matter of fact, let's go with now, Lynn, if you're not at work, Lynn is our upline leader. I tell you, she's one that heard for 3 years. She was telling me about Atomy, and it took 3 years, and I didn't get it. Not get it, and finally I got it. It took me 3 years, but what I'm looking at right now, what happened to Lynn? Seemed like Lynn dropped out. Oh, Lynn dropped out because Lynn loved to talk. She always have great testimony. Lynn, are you available to get a testimony on this evening? Okay. It looks like she's having technical difficulty. All righty. Now, we're going to reach out to one of the other leaders.
No, I'm not.
Here.
I'm not having no technical. What I did, I paused. I didn't know you wanted.
Okay.
Yes. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Good evening, my Atomy family. How is everyone doing? Well. I cannot say anything bad about Atomy. I cannot say anything bad about it. Most of all, it is free. It is free, just like salvation is free. That's the blessing about it. And then, because it's free doesn't mean that it's low. Because it's free means it has great value. Sacrifice has been placed by the owner to make a platform for people. It takes a loving leader, a loving man to set up a free platform so you can buy products for yourself. Products like vitamin C, especially in these COVID times. We need it for our immune system, to build our immune system. Our body cannot produce vitamin C. So God allowed the plants out there and all the scientists and even the owner, Mr. Park, to come to put the vitamin C together so we can protect our bodies in these times. We need to know that vitamin C is a catalyst for iron absorption. So many people are anemic and don't know why. Lack of knowledge is what kills a lot of people. We have the probiotics for the gut to help to balance the bacteria in our bodies because we eat so much nonsense. Decay, the food is decayed and make us sick. So the probiotics acts to replace the old bacteria and puts new good bacteria in our gut. It helps us lose weight. And it perfumes our gut so that it's like a garbage container and it smells in the kitchen. You need to clean it with disinfectant, right? So the probiotics acts like a disinfectant, but it's like it covers a lot of problems in our guts. The toothpaste is remarkable. The toothpaste, if you eat onion and you put that toothpaste in your mouth, it can turn the onion back and make your mouth smell clean and fresh. It is a blessing. Automy toothpaste and the toothbrush helps to floss your gums, prevents gingivitis and bad halitosis. What a great opportunity to be a part of a free opportunity so people can go and from their own network get paid. And to get a toothpaste that's so nice could cut your scent in your mouth. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is a blessing. I use the conditioner. They have the most beautiful conditioner and shampoo. It smells so romantic, so nice, so sweet. I say, oh my God, this conditioner smells so nice. I love it. I wash my hair with it and I say, oh my goodness, this turns me on. That conditioner, try this conditioner. The hand cream soap Automy lotion is remarkable. Hey, we have like 164 and more products. You can sell to people anywhere around the world. You can make friendship and develop a free network to just sign them up to use as a friend to use the products so they can be healthy, lose weight with the fine zyme. Man, things for your eyes. Everything that God built in our body, you look like Automy build it. Automy put it there for us to have the eye lutein to protect our eyes. We need vitamin A for our eyes. We are our own pharmacy. You have your own pharmacy. You in your own website for free. The man paid out everything. He did everything he could do for us. Just like God died on the cross for us, Jesus died and gave us salvation free. This man looked like he put a platform of pharmacy stuff so we can use to protect our bodies. Anybody, you can be poor and still buy an Automy product. What a miracle opportunity. I will not take longer to say anything, but I'm telling you, I'm so turned on by this company. For years, I've been using different companies and paying money to buy products. But this is a free opportunity. So don't be foolish. Be wise. Make money. Use the products. And when you buy the products, they still pay you. They still pay you for your quantity. And they have quality products. They have quality products. But they are paying us for quantity. The more you buy, the more you get paid. Kill it, man. Kill it, man. Kill it, man.
Excellent. Thank you, Lynn. Lynn is a registered nurse. She's a registered nurse. That's why she loves sharing. You know, she loves sharing. She's a registered nurse. She works hard. And every now and then she gets a chance to drop in on us. And we like hearing from us. Right now we have Novelet. She raised her hand. And Novelet, what would you like to say?
Well, I'll touch on the toothpaste. I gave one of the big ones to a friend of mine. She's got serious gum issues to the point where the doctor said they're amazed that there's any teeth in her mouth. Anyway, she had an infection all the way up in the gum. It was pretty bad. And the teeth, everything was just really bad. She's seen results where teeth getting wider because as we know, the toothpaste removed that plaque and tartar buildup. And the dentist had told her she needed a toothpaste that was going to do that. And she told him, I already have one. She's happy with the results. She said every time she would brush, it's just blood, just bleeding gums, profusely bleeding. Now she's like, oh my gosh, my gum is almost pink. There's no bleeding going on. So just as she was just saying, the products work. We just have to use it and share. So she's
Wow.
just so happy. Yes, she said, no bleeding anymore. I'm not bleeding anymore. And
Indeed.
it's been less than a month, and she's already seen results where that plaque and tartar buildup is coming off. Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna use your testimony as a segue into bringing on Dr. Walita, because I know she has even more information on that, on why it
Mm-hmm.
works like it works and why it does like it does. Isn't that right, Dr. Walita? Dr. Walita, come on in and share with us on this evening. You can unmute your mic. Everybody else mute your mic, because we giving Dr. Walita the floor. Okay.
Well, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I tell you what, I'm excited to be here and to be sharing. And I'm going to tell you what, that I want to continue on talking about the toothpaste, because I had that on my list for tonight. And I was so glad to hear those testimonies. And one of the things I wanted to emphasize to us is, I know that we have a lot of high-powered ingredients that are in the toothpaste, but one of them I wanted to just emphasize, and that is the propolis. And so some of us might not even understand what that propolis is all about, but that is something that the bees make, and it's in every single beehive to protect the beehive. In fact, they're saying that propolis, that particular substance, has been around over 40 million years here on Earth. Okay, and we can't live without the bees, because that's how the plants continue to grow. So we know that the bees have to be protected, and they're saying that this propolis is actually the strongest antibiotic on Earth. Okay, and we have that extract is in the toothpaste. So we want to know that it's a system. It's not just the toothpaste. You want to bring in the toothbrush also, because this is a special toothbrush, and it enhances the whole system because it's infused with the gold, and that prevents any type of bacteria, virus, anything that might grow on the toothbrush. Because you don't realize, whenever you use a toothbrush and it's just sitting there for another however many hours, things can grow there, bacteria. So that special toothbrush is very important to enhance the activity of the toothpaste. And so we have the whole oral care system. And furthermore, we have the propolis spray. So I'm thinking, hey, if you want to be completely protected, you want to have all three of those items. And the propolis spray, when they talk about viruses, and why were we wearing the mask? Because the virus can attack us. It comes in, you can breathe it in through your mouth, through your nose. But once it's in there, there's a special place that virus has to settle in order to reproduce, in order to grow. And that is in your throat. Well, guess what? We have the propolis spray. If you're using a toothpaste, you're using that propolis spray, you are bound to be able to prevent any of that from happening. Okay. So, and then we also have one other item, which I haven't even used it yet, and that is the propolis gummies. So you can protect your mouth, you can protect your throat with the spray, the toothpaste, using the toothbrush, as well as bringing in the gummies. So we have 4 items here that are all very, very important. So I would suggest that every single family would bring this into the home, and everybody in the home would be using this particular toothpaste. I know, we already know everybody in the house is using toothpaste, okay? So it's just a matter of switching over to this propolis toothpaste by Atomy. And you see the spray, you know, you get 5 in the pack of toothpaste, you get 3 of the spray. And some people are telling me they have one in the house, one in the car, one at the office, the spray. So you have the toothpaste, you have the spray, you have the gummies, you have the toothbrush, everything is available. And it's so easy. And you know, to be able to share this is so powerful because it doesn't require the person to change. Everybody's already brushing their teeth. So it's not a behavior that we have to change. We're already doing it. So we want to introduce this to every family because we want to do all we can to protect our families from the viruses, from the flu, from whatever's going around, whatever they talk. I don't care what they give it a name to it, any type of illness, we don't want it. Okay. And so we can't just sit here and do nothing. We need to do all we can to protect ourselves and our family, even the children. Make sure they are using the toothpaste. Make sure they know about the spray. Okay. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I want to move on. I want to talk a little bit about one of our products, which is the Apple Phenom. And I found some information, which it really was almost, it was shocking, actually, because I found a whole study that was done concerning this Apple Phenom. And if you've ever had it, you know it's a delicious stick. It's almost like fruit roll-up. And of course, we have been introducing it and promoting it to help with our waistline. You know, we're all concerned about that. Even more than we are about our weight is that waistline. Because you know, every inch above the norm increases your chances of getting metabolic syndrome. So women, every inch above 34 is adding to our peril, is adding to our risk of getting some of those metabolic syndrome. So we want to do that. But I found some other information, and I think I can share my screen on this Apple Phenom. Okay, I think, let's see. Okay, I go here, right? Okay, so here, okay, share. Okay, can you see it? Nod your head, yes.
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 I'm sharing. Okay, great.
Yes.
So look at this. Helpful effects of Apple Phenom. This didn't even come from an Adam. This came from one of the foremost doctors here in the U.S. was talking about Apple Phenom. Okay, look at this. Who knew? You know, we've been talking about our waistline, but guess what? What is number one on here? Cardiovascular health.
Right.
Okay, so this Apple Phenom helps with circulation. It helps with blood pressure. Okay, that's a circulation issue that many people have. Cardiovascular health, weight management. What's number 3? Glucose management. Okay, respiratory support and anti-allergy. Skin health, strength and endurance. If you have athletes, people who need strength and endurance, as well as oral care. Oral care is another one. So those are 7 helpful effects that are known. That means there's research back in each one of these. It's shown by human clinical science, not animal, human. We know that this is backed. Okay, let's say one more thing here. Okay. Okay, here. Okay. All right. Am I still sharing? Am I still sharing? Yes.
Yes, you're still sharing. Yes.
Okay.
We still
so
see
this is the
it
body.
on the
Oh
Apple
wow.
Phenom.
Let's go from we're going from head to toe. Okay. So
Great.
here we see respiratory, support, and anti-allergy. Wait a minute. I gotta look at this. Okay. So this is telling you that there are 3 human clinical studies to back this claim up. Okay. And then you come over here with oral care. You have 2 human studies and 3 supporting. preclinical. Okay, so all of this is backed by science, backed by studies that have been done. It's not just anecdotal. It's not just somebody what we think or what somebody said. These are actual studies that are validating these claims. Cardiovascular health. Okay,
excuse me, we don't see your second page.
Yeah,
oh, you
we don't
don't?
see that. Yeah.
You don't?
Yeah,
Huh?
your second
Well,
page. Your
The
second page.
second
I see
slide.
you
what do I
have.
do?
Second slide. Yeah, the second slide that you're reading off of, we don't see.
Oh, we
Right.
don't see that. Oh, over here. Let's
Yeah.
try again. What about now?
Yes. Then
No.
we see the body.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The body
So
figure.
that's
Yes,
what
we can
has
see it now.
started. I started with the
Uh-huh.
respiratory, the oral,
Mhm.
and now I'm talking about cardiovascular.
Okay, good. You're good now.
Okay, you're good now. Okay, and so you can see these studies that have been done. And then you see skin health benefits, glucose management, weight management, strength and endurance. Each one of these has at least 3 human clinical studies to back it up. So this is big for the Apple phenom. Okay, now I'll have one other one. Let me see if I can show that one. Okay, it's
You
here.
can stop. You can stop sharing and reshare the other one.
Okay.
Yeah. And since it helps in managing glucose, that means people that are diabetic can use it
Yes.
too.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Am I sharing?
That blew my mind.
Am I?
Yeah. Now yeah.
Am I sharing
Start to
again?
share. No,
Huh?
you got to start up your share.
Oh.
Hit your share screen, and then pick out the item.
Hmm.
You're almost there. Yeah, because you got to reshare.
Oh, is it there? No. Where?
Nope. Mm-mm. No. Hit share screen and then look for it.
And this is the one I wanted to show. Let's see. I do not see share screen.
Look at the bottom. Maybe it's at the bottom, Dr. Willie did.
Right.
It's not at the bottom of
Right.
mine.
No, because it might have.
Oh, wait.
In your
It may be
control.
behind this. Wait, it's behind here.
Right.
Oh, there we go. Y'all gonna have me trained. You're gonna have me trained pretty soon.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, Apple phenom again. You see a check. Okay, needed by most consumers. So everyone should be using it. Supported by solid science. As we saw, there were like 3 human clinical studies for every one of those. High bioavailability. That means when you eat it, it's absorbed by the body. It targets a root cause of most diseases. And even the medical doctors are talking about this. Inflammation, a little inflammation is what starts. But as that inflammation increases, that's when you get symptoms of the different challenges. Okay. So this targets the root cause of most diseases, which is inflammation. It's highly effective and a powerful antioxidant. Contains 3 nutrients consumers need most, but often eat the least. Look at this one. Promotes blood vessel health. And whatever the nutrition that we're putting into our bodies, unless our blood vessels are healthy, that nutrition isn't getting to the cells where it needs to go. So that's why this apple phenom is so important. Supports weight and waist size management. So I had to share those 3 pictures that showed you about this apple phenom. And one thing I want to mention is, and somebody asked me this question, can you take too much? And I must say no. You can take as much as your budget can allow. That's what I said. You can take as much as your budget can allow. You can take 3 or 4 of these throughout the day. So it's not going to hurt anything. So that's my story on that, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, apophenom. And the third thing I want to share, and you can help me out on this, is the D3. I know we talked about that a little bit before, but let's bring that back up, this D3, because it's so very important. And I'm learning more and more about the D3. And I actually, well, I'll tell my story. Okay, I didn't want to share it, but I gotta tell it. And I've been having a D3. Okay, so let's tell my story, and you can use it. Okay, so I played this game. It's a card game. Some of you may be familiar with it, called Uno, and the cards have different colors. I have been having a problem with seeing the difference between the blue and the green. I will have to ask my granddaughter, is this blue? Is this green? And last week, we decided to play Uno. And I did not have that problem. And I said to her, I said, oh, you must have found the old cards we used to play with, because I can see these colors. And she said, no, Granny, these are the same cards. But I can see that blue and green very clearly. And so I decided, well, wait a minute, what did I do differently? Guess what? I added D3. I added D3. So, of course, I turned around and started to do some research. And when I started to do the research, it was all there. D3 is very important for eye health. And it may improve conditions such as, and listen carefully, cataracts, glaucoma, and macular degeneration. There's research to show that D3 may have an impact on those eye health issues. It didn't say anything about color, but I can tell you about the color because you heard my story, okay? And that is a true story, okay? I thought there was a different set of cards, but it was the same cards. The week before, I could not see the difference between the blue and the green, and now this week, I can see it very clearly. And that's the only thing that changed, because I've already been using, we have the luoxanthin, which has the lutein, it has the astaxanthin and the zeaxanthin, the zinc, everything that's for your eyes. Okay, I've already been using that for about 3 months. So I know that wasn't it, the D3. So that's another statement for the D3. And this D3 is very special because most, if not all, of the D3 that's available to us here in the United States, that's in the retail outlet, the source, okay, I know somebody gonna say, oh, I get mine from lanolin. Okay, so let's step back, let's take it another step back. Where do they get lanolin from? Sheep's wool. That's the source of the D3 that's available to us in the stores. But Adame didn't follow that. You can scroll down. Adame has a different source, and that source is lichen. It is a something that grows on the tree. You can go down now. Keep going down. You're going to see a picture of the lichen, and it's some green stuff that grows on the tree. It's not sheep's wool. Okay, so that I wanted to point out is very, very different. The very source is different. Okay, so there you go. Vitamin D. Okay, it's produced by plants and fungi. Okay, but see, sheep's wool. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, but we're talking about D3. We're not talking about D2. We're getting D3 from the lichen. You can keep going to the green. You'll see the green lichen. But you're supposed to get this D3 from the sun. But of course, we are indoors and we are covered. We're not being exposed to the sunlight. So D3 is very important. We have the K2
That's
is
it.
here also. Yeah, here's the lichen. Vegan. This is vegan certified. And we have a lot of people who are vegan. And many of them are actually, they're searching for supplements that can meet their requirements. So we have to be able to introduce this vegan D3 because they cannot get it. If you go to a health food store, you're not going to find it. Okay. So we have something that's unique, something that a lot of people need and a lot of people want. So it's up to us to connect with the people who need this, which is everyone. Okay. Vegan certified. It has the K2. And so you want to know, well, what does D3 actually do? D3 ushers calcium into your bones and teeth. You need it. I don't care if you have calcium. If you don't have D3, it's not going to be absorbed. So I actually suggest everyone, you're getting your plant calcium, get your D3. This one includes K2, which is very important. K2 makes sure that the calcium does not stop in your blood vessels. It ushers it all the way, make sure it goes into the bones and teeth where it needs to go, preventing what they call it, arterial calcification. You do not want that, better known as hardening of the arteries. Okay, so that's very important. And then in addition to the D3 and the K2, we have this organic mushroom blend with 5 types of organic mushrooms. And this is boosting our overall immune system. Okay. You see the turkey tail, lion's mane. I mean, there are people who are actually just selling any one of these. We have all 5 types. The turkey tail, lion's mane, the chaga. These are very well known mushrooms. Okay, the cordyceps and the shiitake. They're all in that D3. So I was actually adding it to my daily regimen because of this fact of it helps with the calcium. Because remember, calcium actually regulates your heartbeat. So if you have high blood pressure, you want to make sure you have that. Okay. Now, what else is here? Selenium, beta glucan, potassium, copper, B and D. So I love the way Atomy gives us this information. You know, you can educate yourself. You don't really have to wait. If you want information on a product, you can always go right into the shopping mall, click on the product, and then you start scrolling down. And there's more and more information. It's free and it's readily available for all of us. So I definitely wanted to mention D3, and you see halal certified. It has that label where they sell it in the Arab Muslim countries. So you can't beat you're not going to duplicate this product. Okay. So we just have to open up and share. So I think that was the third one. Yeah, we talked about the toothpaste, avofenum, and the D3 and plant calcium. So I think now we're going to open it up and be able to see if we have any questions. And questions can be on anything we talked about tonight, the testimonies, or we're just open for questions right now.
All right, just raise your hand. You can, and then we call upon you. You can, or you can put your question in the chat. But we would love for you to, so that we won't have any mistakes. And you know, if you want to make any type of short comments, okay?
Okay, we got Ms. RJ. You want to go ahead and unmute?
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much for the presentation. A wonderful presentation. I wanted to ask, how many tablets do you take? Thank you.
Well, I started out with 1, but once I realized the impact, I went up to 2. per day. So for now, I'm using 2 per day.
Okay, thanks. Is it okay to use 3?
I think, yeah, 1 or 2 would be fine.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. My question is, this is not similar to Metaluca, is it?
Is the D3 similar to Melaleuca or in general?
In general, the products.
Okay, Melaleuca is one item that is a food-based product. But what we're offering here is much bigger. Yeah, much bigger.
Okay.
Right. It's a mall with different areas, you know, and it would be they're adding each day. I have seen the mall over in Korea. They have furniture, they have clothes, everything. And their goal here, the owner came here and said that their target is Walmart and Amazon. That's their target. So they want to build up the inventory in the mall, but they want to give us quality, at a very reasonable price. You know, for example, like the vitamin C 2,000 milligram, it's only $36. It's a 90-day supply and good quality vitamin C, 2,000 milligram. That's incredible. For 90 days, that's for $36. Right. That's high end right there.
And you might have seen in the video, in the intro, where it says absolute quality, absolute price. And we take that word lightly, but when you break it down, the word absolute, that is the end. That means we have a product here that is absolutely the best and the best price. So I'm very impressed with it. Having been with this company now for 6 months, I'm very impressed with the products that I have discovered. Each and every single one of them has extended benefits beyond the marketing that the company is doing. And I'm just excited about it because it's helping so many people to recover their energy, recover whatever their quality of life. Because your quality of life, being able to do the things you want to do throughout the day, that's really the goal. And when you have aches, you have pain, you have health issues, it impacts that quality of life. You can't do everything you want to do. You want to go out and jump rope with your grandchildren, okay? Hey, don't do like I did. I hadn't jumped rope in maybe, 40 years. And I was like, oh, I can go jump rope. But guess what? I had to practice. I had to get back. I had to learn all over again. So you want to be able to do the things you want to do. And that is what these products are allowing so many people to recover that energy and that vitality.
Well, I'm very excited. I'm very excited, and I'm looking forward to trying the products. I'm very excited.
Wonderful.
And
right so. And usually when you are introduced to something, it's very exciting. And then, as you read the details and the fine print, it might not be as good, but this is the opposite. The more you learn, you get even more excited. So welcome. Welcome,
Ms. Maureen. Thank you so much for coming. I invited her here tonight. I want to welcome all my other guests that are on the broadcast tonight. This is Prophetess Maria, and Ms. Doreen. This is not like the Melaleuca company. We with Atomy, the membership is free. There's no monthly or annual fee. We again, as was said before, we are an online shopping mall, and there are no automatic monthly purchases. And so we do have a customer loyalty program where you can earn a lot of income. And with this company, we are in the move of God. It was started by a pastor in Korea, and we are in the process of fulfilling the word of God, where we are bringing health and wealth back to the people. We're in the midst of the health transfer and the wealth transfer, getting us back to where God wants us to be. So that's just to give you a little bit more insight about what we are and who we are. So I'm so glad that you joined us tonight, and I look forward to speaking to you later. And if you have any more questions, we're here for you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. We have Ashante. She raised her hand. You can unmute. Ashante.
Yes, I had a question. I don't know if it was answered because I just tapped in about 20 minutes ago. But is there like a product specifically that you, or a way to look up products specifically for specific needs? Because I know I have a friend that suffered from a stroke and they're going through dialysis now, and has major kidney failure. So I didn't know if there was like a specific product that you would recommend for them to use, or if it's a way to look it up by the problems they're facing.
I would actually start with the major product, which is the HemoHim. That is our star product, and that is where we start everyone with HemoHim. It builds your immune system. It also works in the actual bone marrow where your blood cells are made to increase the red blood cells, the quality of the red blood cells, as well as the white blood cells and the quality. So I would start with the HemoHim because this is what really jumpstarts the body's own natural healing ability. Because the body is self-healing. In fact, only the body can heal the body. But we have these deficiencies and imbalances and different things going on. So I would start with the HemoHim for sure.
Would you recommend that for somebody that has that is pre-diabetic and has cholesterol issues as well?
Yes.
What was the second thing?
Cholesterol.
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah. And it has been shown to normalize the cholesterol. Yes, I would definitely start there. And they would want to use three. Right. They would want to use 3 per day.
For both or for the
yes
cholesterol?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And don't forget,
and stay involved with us. We're here every Thursday night, so you can come back. And also stay in touch with the person who invited you, because we have a tremendous support network of doctors and other health professionals.
All right, yeah, guys, I just wanted to mention too is that a question in the chat with HemoHim. So I'm just gonna mention because they're asking about blood thinner. If you are taking HemoHim and you're on a blood thinner, you can't take both. You have to take either or. So you have to either stop the blood thinners that the doctor is giving you, and take the HemoHim, or you can't take both because our HemoHim is actually a natural blood thinner. So hopefully that answers your question in the chat. Very important. If you're on blood thinners, you have to take either or. You cannot take both because our HemoHim is actually a natural blood thinner. Okay.
And just a reminder, the pre-diabetic issue, remember she just told us about the apple phenol. That is an excellent place to start with them if you have someone that's pre-diabetic or diabetic.
So if you're having pains in your pains in your bones, the pain in your bones, or what do they call it? Like something
Will you be osteoarthritis or something like that?
Yeah.
Sciatic nerve.
Sciatic nerve. Yeah. What would you recommend for that?
Calcium.
Go ahead.
The
You want me to
calcium.
do it?
The Tormison.
The
Okay.
Tumison.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We get that out of the Global Mall.
Mhm.
So you can connect with me, get in touch with me, Maria, and we can get that Tumison. But we have some awesome testimony with that sciatic nerve. When you were saying that, it's like, oh yeah, we can do that. Now, is it Hilda? Did you have a question? I saw your hand raised at some point.
Yeah, Miss RJ.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So whenever I recommend Hemohim with noni juice, like I tell people to start first with noni juice, they don't have this reaction, healing reaction, because a lot of people complain about pain when they take Hemohim. So when I recommend start with noni juice, I find out that they don't have that problem. But is there any other way to do it also that can reduce or eliminate healing reaction? Because a lot of people run away from it once it starts. Especially, I'm thinking somebody with stroke. If you give them something and they start experiencing pain, it might be a problem. So are there ways? Another thing I do is tell them to mix with a lot of water. But is there something else too that one can do to help with the reducing the reaction negatively?
Yes.
Okay.
One thing that you want to recognize is that the body is going to go through what they call a healing crisis. And so when the body is actually healing, oftentimes it will retrace the problem. Yeah, and so just for an example, in the case of the prediabetes, your numbers might go up initially and then it will modulate. Or even with hypertension, the blood pressure, it might go up temporarily, okay? But you have to stick with it because this is a natural approach. This is not the prescription drug approach. So we have to give it time. And yes, you want to make sure everyone is drinking water, and having great elimination so the body can be able to process all the nutrients. Thanks for mentioning that. That's very important.
Okay, Hilda, there. I saw you had unmute, and I might not be pronouncing your name correctly, but I want to give you a stage.
Yeah, she already
Can't
answered.
hardly.
Yeah, she asked a question already. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So go ahead, Miss Claudette. iPad.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
yes.
Okay, I just wanted to share a testimony. My aunt, Connie Thomas, she's the one who brought me to this organization. And I really appreciated that she did bring it to my attention.
Nurse Connie, yeah, Nurse Connie.
Yes, that's my
Nurse Connie.
Yeah, we know her as Nurse Connie on this call.
Nurse Connie. Yeah, Nurse Connie. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
she's our family healer. My family recently went through a bout of COVID. It started last Saturday with my son, and then I got it, and then my husband got it. As soon as my son got it, I made him start taking him twice a day. He was horribly sick that first day, that Saturday, and then that Sunday he was still a little ill because he had the pain with the chills and everything. And by Monday he was cleared up. When I caught it that following Thursday, and I've been taking just a half because I have MS, so it's a little too strong for me to take a whole pack. But when I got sick with the COVID, I went in and started taking the whole pack. And I feel wonderful today. And that was this from Thursday. I feel like I don't have nothing, but I know I'm still recovering, getting out my system. So it does work. It does work. And I'm glad I had it because nobody's in my house coughing and we all can breathe. Nobody got fevers. you know, of course, we have to stay isolated according to CDC recommendations and stuff, but everybody feels well. That means, you know, it's fighting the disease out of our body.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to share.
That is one thing. The hemohim, it builds your immune system. So your body is able to fight and fight more effectively. So yes, that is very common. In fact, we have some other testimonies with this hemohim over the last few months. And we do have those in our channel. So, and I think you have the link, and you probably haven't watched all those videos yet, but you're going to hear some other people echoing that same sentiment, that the hemohim has made such a difference in recovery.
Yes, ma'am. I'm getting through everything little by little. I just got over a big old Medicare sign up, so now I got some free time. And I take the what's the apple phenom?
Apple phenom.
I take that. I use it as like to curb my snacking, especially when I work at home. Instead of having chips and stuff in front of me, if I get, you know, a little hungry, I'll go get one of those, and I'm good until dinner. I'm good until lunch. I love it. And I take the ginseng too for energy. So yes, I love the products, and I'm gonna continue using them. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. And this is what I keep on. I keep one box here on my desk. So whenever I need a snack, I reach for this apple phenom also. I keep it here right on my desk. One box is here, and then I have another box upstairs.
And I do want to mention this. Last week, we learned on how if you take the hemohim on a regular basis, so that it kind of keeps those natural killer cells, you know, on high alert. That's why there's a difference when you already have it in your system and your NK cells are on high alert at, you know, at that time. Let's say you get like less symptoms, and we've had people to experience both. But now, you know, you can use it to go in and put the fire out, but when you use it to keep your body fortified, you know, as far as your immune system, it comes out better in the long run. As far as
use it regularly,
the length of time, right? Use it regularly. So I would encourage anyone, use it regularly. There's a lot out there as far as your immune system does, but regularly it makes a difference indeed.